Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Derek here. We are back reacting to another episode of My Hero Academia. This is season 4, episode 19? I don't know. Episode 82 overall. It's prepping for school festival is the most fun part, which it's an interesting title to an episode. Like it's like an album or a song title for a Fall Out Boy song. Got a hair on my face. Before we jump into it, please consider leaving a like on the video and please consider subscribing. It helps so much. The channel's been blowing up lately. Can't thank you guys enough. Last time on My Hero Academia, what happened? Let's see. Last time on My Hero Academia, the kind of first part of the episode was focused on all the students at school figuring out what they want to do for the school festival, to kind of cheer up all the rest of the students that go to UA that aren't part of the hero course. And I think they settled on the idea of like doing a concert type thing. And that's pretty cool. I don't know how important that is to the overall story, so hopefully that gets derailed. Like, as much as that would suck for all the business students there, like, I hope a villain attacks. And the second part of the episode was all focused on Eri in the hospital with Mirio and Deku. They were visiting her and just kind of like it's literally her first visitors again. And she's like relearning how to smile because she forgot how. And they're like, oh, perfect idea. Take you to the school festival. This is brilliant. Gang, let's do this. And then she's like, we're going on a date. And it's like, all right, hold your horses. And then the episode ends focusing on a new villain. We don't know how serious this villain is yet, because even like the cops that were watching his video kind of like were like, is this guy a joke or is this guy real? And his name is Gentle. He's like a sophisticated, gentlemanly villain who is trying to make a name for himself. He doesn't necessarily care about the money that he's getting or like an actual goal other than, you know, getting in front of everyone and being like, I'm awesome. Like, look at me. And yeah, and that's how the episode ended. So, judging based off the title of this episode, it's gonna be about prepping for the school festival, which, you know, from the outset doesn't look like it'll be that fun of an episode to watch. But you know, who knows? They could do something crazy. But we're gonna check it out anyway. Again, thank you for watching. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Helps so much. Let's jump into it. Oh, I thought that something wrong with the episode. I was like, what?
The symbol of peace.
I was gonna.
One must not forget the legendary All for One.
Boo.
The Liberation Army and the
Boo.
fearless thief Oji Harima.
He sucks.
So-called villains have... Lovely to see you, dear viewers. May I delight you with a smashing new adventure?
Smash it.
Yes, 'tis I, Gentle.
Huzzah!
Criminal at your service.
That's so weird.
Has the upload been completed?
Yep, you bet it has. The account was deleted again. But don't worry,
They keep deleting their account.
Your debut video.
I'd expect nothing less from you, dear girl. Exceptional work as always.
He sucks at pouring tea.
Right then.
Maybe he's not as sophisticated as he pretends to be.
After finishing this,
Dude, that's legit. Just constant flicks, just taking people out.
Once I master controlling my power,
You got this. Easy
I
money.
can go beyond to the next stage.
Yeah, they use control 20% and multiple parts, and then you can do that easy at a continuous pace.
Welcome to UA High School.
She's got her own bag. Bet it's got snacks and stuff in it.
Gentle video. Dearest viewers,
Just
do you drink different
spills
types
all
of
over his
tea
cup.
for different occasions? Whenever I'm preparing my personal kettle, I select a tea that correlates to the size of my current job. This particular fine blend is called Royal Flush. Whatever could that name imply, I wonder. Be sure to stay tuned. My next
Maybe.
video will be an alarm bell, not just to my ever-faithful viewers, but to all of society. Try to contain your anticipation till then.
Here's the preview.
Okay, all in all, another very entertaining episode. What happened? Frick. Okay, so yeah, we started out with Gentle and La Brava, just kind of talking about like their goals and like what they've been doing. Found out Gentle's been at this game, grinding on the YouTube game for 6 years, like just going at it, and he's not getting much viewership at all. And then other people post random things online, violent things online that get so many views, and he's sick and tired of it. I think probably any content creator will understand that struggle of, you know, grinding and not seeing the results you want. And he said he only attacks like corrupt businesses, so to speak, or not corrupt, but I don't know, businesses that have some moral failings in his view. So like the J store, their milk is, or whatever it was, is beyond expiration date, and they had to apologize for that, but it was like, you know, it was kind of a sham. So he's like, I'm gonna attack them, I'm gonna make them lose some stuff, but like all his comments are like, dude, you didn't do anything. Show us the girl. And so he's got to step up his game. He's sick of the heroes, you know, taking all the limelight. And so now he is going to attack the institution that births these heroes. So he's going to attack UA at their festival thing. And that's solid plan. He's not an anti-hero. He's almost like an anti-villain. Like he attacks, like he's still a villain and attacks people and does bad things, but like he's doing it for good reasons. So he's a good bad guy, and he's very sophisticated. Got his tie on and everything. So yeah, there's that. And then, yeah, in terms of the students that are prepping for the school festival, they're trying to find different jobs for all the kids to do. You know, they kind of separate into distinct teams, and that's cool, seeing all the different roles that all the students can play. I'm not sure about the props team or the special effects team. Like, Todoroki's gonna create ice, and they're just gonna punch it, and you know, at first that might work. Like in real life, that would be like cool, like for a minute, but then it all will melt and everyone will be dancing in puddles. I mean, maybe that's cool for them too, but like everyone would just get all wet. I don't know. And then Jiro's good at singing. Like, obviously she was either gonna suck butthole, like she was either gonna be real bad, or it's gonna be like this incredible dubbed in singing performance, like even more, like clearly not the voice actress singing that song. Yeah, so like all the students have their teams set up. Bakugo can play the drums, but he overhears some students talking, like regular students are like, yo, like everything's about them. Like, do they really think we want to watch them do this? Like, no, like it's all their fault anyway. This is just them doing another thing in our face. And you know, Bakugo's right. This is gonna feel, to all the rest of the students at this school, like this is just gonna feel like a slap in the face to them. Like, oh yeah, look at all this stress we put you through, now focus on us some more. And it's like, Bakugo he knows this is just gonna piss those kids off. And so he's like, you know what? Screw those kids. We're not gonna do this to make them happy. We're gonna do this to make them mad. We're gonna murder them with music. we have to do this so well that they have no choice but to like respect our awesome power. And they're like, all the rest of his kids are like, well, whatever your reason is, as long as you're on board, come on, let's do it. And yeah. And then, yeah, Deku has a chat with All Might because he, you know, he keeps thinking back to his failings fighting Chisaki, where he didn't have any long distance attacks. He couldn't fight that way against Chisaki. So he's like, how do I do this? And I called it. He was going to use the wind because, like, that's what All Might did multiple times throughout the past seasons. Is he would do like claps or punches or whatever, and the air pressure would just destroy everything for a long distance. So Deku being able to use that, like, even at 20%, that's insane. 20%, and he can do a kick or a flick, and it'll use the air pressure to destroy things. So if he can go at 8% and still like move around and be crazy quick, and then use those flicks and stuff, he can take people out from a long distance, and that's really, really cool. And it's advancing his training in set stages. So like now that he's kind of learning to use 20% individually in different parts of his body. Like slowly, he won't really have to think about using 20% as much, and then, you know, he'll be able to sustain maybe 30% fighting for a while before he gets crazy tired, and he'll just keep progressing, and that'll be super helpful for him. And I like that they're showing steady progression of his power. Like, that's one thing that I like, that they were like, hey, you don't just have this power and you're like learning to master it. Like a lot of shows will just be like, oh, he's learning to master it, and they won't actually, like, you don't actually see them pass certain milestones in mastering their power. They're like actually giving set stuff, like, hey, you can use 15%, you can use 20%, like now you can use whatever. So I think that's really cool and very interesting way of showing him progress through his skill set. Yeah, and it's really exciting. This episode had more in it than I thought would be in it in terms of things I want to watch. So, you know, I thought this might be somewhat of a boring episode going in. Wasn't that boring. There was some interesting progression and, you know, important things other than the school festival that moved forward. So, yeah, I enjoyed this episode. Next episode is, I don't know what it's called, episode 20, I think, of the season. So yeah, thank you for watching. I think those are all my thoughts. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like on the video. Please subscribe if you liked it even more. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.